All right. You know what? We're gonna get into something real quick. Just real quick. Maybe an hour, hour and a half, maybe less. But we finna talk that talk. Now, let me tell y'all something. All these people that got all these subs, right? But yet, when they go live, the numbers don't add up. You feel what I'm saying? Like you got somebody that's got like 113,000 subs. They got 113,000 subs, but they can't even get 1,000 people in their chat. And if they get 1,000 people, that's all they get is 1,000 people in their chat. How the numbers make up? You got 113,000 subs, and all you got is 1,000 people in your chat, bro. Come on, man. The numbers don't add up. They don't add up. Now, look at my subs and look at my views. The numbers gonna add up. If I'm not mistaken, I think I got like 1.5 thousand subs. So if you look at my videos, you'll see 1,000 views, 1.2 thousand views. I got a video that was 6,000 views. If I get 500 views, right, and I got 1,000 subs, at least half of them are looking. So I'm good. So if I got 1,000 subs and 500 views, that's pretty good. At least I got half of that. So let's continue the math. If you got 100,000, if you got 100,000 subs, you need to have at least 50,000 people watching. At least that. Like at least have half of your subs looking and listening. What the heck? I mean, I need for y'all to explain that to me. Bro Sanchez, I don't know if y'all know who that is, but there's a dude out here named Bro Sanchez. If you go to his channel, you'll see that he got 113,000 subs. But if you go to his channel right now, he don't have 50,000. So I'm like, okay, bro, if you got over 100,000 subs, how come at least half of those people ain't watching you? Really? Now I do the history. When he go offline, I do the history. Like he live right now. So tomorrow, I'll see how many views he got. Monday, I'll see how many views he got. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I'll see how many views he got. Not one time did you get 50,000 views on none of them videos. None of them. None of those videos hit 50,000. None of them. But yet, you got 113,000 subs. That don't make no sense to me. Now, I'm just speaking numbers. I don't have no opinion. I don't have to speak for the numbers. The numbers gonna speak for themselves. I ain't got no opinion on the numbers. The numbers gonna speak for themselves. So if you got 100,000 subs, but you have not presented to the people a video that reflects at least half of those subs? What the hell going on around here? What the hell going on? Now, see me, I don't really care. Because if I go to your channel, and first of all, when I go to your channel, I'm not finna disrespect your channel. If I drop down in your channel and I type, I'm not gonna disrespect your channel. I'm not gonna disrespect your chat. I ain't gonna say nothing disrespectful. Whatever you talking about, I'm gonna either agree or I'm gonna disagree, but I'm not gonna disrespect your channel. The problem with Negroes, I'm gonna tell y'all what the problem with Negroes is. The problem with Negroes is they get into their emotions. They disregard the truth. They disregard the facts. And they get in their emotions. That's what they do. Now, I pay attention to my chat. I may not comment on my chat, but it don't mean I ain't looking at it. I pay attention to my chat. And I see who over there. If somebody times somebody out, I'm going to see it and I'm going to address it. You know what I'm saying? Because if one of my moderators, I trust my moderators, but you don't have to be a moderator on my show in order for me to like you. You know what I'm saying? Like you see Chucky in my chat. He ain't no moderator, but if you time him out, I'm going to give you that business. You got Queen of Jokey in my chat. She not no moderator, but if you time her out, you're going to hear it from me. Because I'm going to need to know why you timing them out. Because you may be a moderator, but this is my channel. So ultimately, I control what the hell going on over here. And for some reason, like, I'm trying to get them a wrench right now. I'm going on here. I'm hitting the three dots. I'm hitting the three. Let me hold up a minute. Let me go over here. Just to let y'all know. Because I gotta get back to my StreamYard. Like I gotta get into it and I gotta figure out what my StreamYard doing. Because like when I hit their name, it won't let me, you know what I'm saying? Like it won't let me make them a mod. So it's something that I'm not doing in order for me to make them a mod. Because my word is my bond. And I told a Jokey and I told Chucky that I was gonna make them mods. And the only reason why I haven't made them a mod is because it's something that I'm not doing. It's something that's going on, with StreamYard or YouTube that's not allowing me to make them a. There you go. Hey, Beach, do me a favor, sis. Holler at me and show me because it's something that I'm not doing. I'm trying to make Chucky a mod and I'm trying to make a Jokey a mod, but it won't let me. So holler at me, Beach, and show me how to do this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because it's got to be something that I'm not doing. And my whole point is this. If I come on your channel and I'm not being disrespectful, I ain't cussing nobody out. I'm sticking to the topic. Why would you time me out? I appreciate that, sis. Yeah. Hit me up later on, and we'll fix it. Appreciate that. I ain't no expert when it come down to this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm. If you ask me something about a truck, I'll be able to give you an answer. If you ask me something about directions, I'll be able to give you an answer. It's a lot of stuff that you ask me about. I'll be able to give you an answer because I know about it. But I don't really know a whole lot about, StreamYard and YouTube and muting people and turning their volume down. I don't know a whole lot about that stuff. I just don't know about it. All I know is I can hit live and I can bring people up that come in the backstage. You know what I'm saying? I just know the basics. That's it. I just know the basics. And my thing is, if I come on your channel, number one, I'm supporting you just by being there. Number two, if I'm typing in your chat, I'm still supporting you. So what's the problem? If I'm not being disrespectful, if I'm not cussing you out, if I'm not cussing other people out that's in your chat, why would you time me out? But I'm going to tell you this. You can time me out all you want. You can stop me. You can time me out. You can block me. You can do whatever you want. Guess what, Negro? I bought my own channel. I got my own channel. I ain't got to be on your channel. I can come to my own. So you can block me. You can do whatever you want. But I challenge you to come over here on my channel, and I give you my word. I'm not finna block. As long as you're being respectful, I'm not gonna block you over here. Now, if you come over here and you cussing out me, or you cussing out my mods, or you cussing out anybody else in my chat that's not being disrespectful, then I'm gonna get your ass up out of here. But if you come on my channel, like how I come on people's channel, and if you be respectful, like how I be respectful, you're not finna get timed out over here. If you look in my chat, this Beach or Beachy is my lead mod. Okay? She is my lead moderator. And she got patience like a mother. She got a lot of patience. She'll let you type, but she's gonna warn you, okay? Don't say that. And she's gonna warn you time and time and time again. And then when she feel like she done warned you enough, but yet you still keep doing the same thing, then she gonna block your ass. And I am going to stand beside her. I'm going to stand in front of her, and I'm gonna stand behind her on whatever decision she make. If she decides, look, your ass need to be blocked, I'm gonna stand next to that. And that's it. And the only reason why Chucky ain't got no wrench, the only reason why a Jokey don't have no wrench, the only reason why they ain't got no wrench is because it's something that I'm doing or it's something that I'm not doing. Either way it go, I was trying to mod them up and it wouldn't let me do it. So Beach gonna have to show me how to do it. But once she showed me how to do it, there'll be mods over here. And that's it. But you got these people out here on their live screen. And the one thing I can say is this. The one thing that I can give to the brother, Sanchez, the one thing I can say is he always makes sure that he say, this is what I think. I do it too. I would say, well, you know what? I don't know, but this is what I think. Now, it's a big difference than thinking something and knowing something. If you think that something is, well, that don't mean it's true. But if you know that something is, then it is true. And this Negro got a whole gang of people thinking about stuff. They think that they know. Well, over here, you're not finna get that. I'ma know what I know. I don't have to think about what I know. I just know it. Just like that. All these electrons and protons and energy and souls and all that. You want to talk all that stuff and you want to say, well, I got the smoke and I want the smoke. I got the smoke and I want the smoke. You saying that you want smoke, but when somebody come up there and actually give you the smoke, they get timed out. Now go figure that out. Now, normally, I don't drop names. You go through my live, you go through my videos, you'll see that on the regular, I don't drop names. But every now and then, when I feel like it's relevant, I'm going to drop names. So I'm dropping names tonight. You got people like Philly OG. I think Philly is like what, 57, 58 years old, and he don't believe in God. So to me, that's a 57, 50-year-old, that's a 57, 58-year-old fool. A goddamn fool is what he is. Because if you don't know that there is something that is greater than you, you are a goddamn fool. Period. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If you don't believe in God, you are a goddamn fool. Period. That's it. I don't want to hear nothing about no electron unless you can tell me what an electron is. I don't want to hear nothing about no proton unless you can tell me what a proton is. I don't want to hear nothing about no goddamn energy unless you can tell me what energy is. Now, you would tell me that energy cannot be created. And we can stop right there. We can stop right there. If energy cannot be created, then where the hell it come from? Wait. Because when I ask you to pull up your credentials, now you talking about energy and you telling me that energy cannot be created. And I'm asking you, who are you? What's your credentials? Did you graduate from college with a science degree? Did you graduate from college with an engineering degree? What qualifies you to say that energy cannot be created? Where your credentials at? Now I can show you mine. I can show you my degrees. I done showed them time and time. I don't know how many times I done turned my camera on and showed everybody my degrees. All of them. So I'm very well qualified to speak my opinion, my fact, my know-how on what the hell I'm talking about. But bro, Sanchez, on the other hand, he can't produce no credential. Where your credentials at, bro, Sanchez? Where they at? Philly OG, where your credentials at? As a matter of fact, you got somebody like Philly OG that's telling you you don't need to read the Bible. But that fool ain't even never read the Bible. He'll tell you what his brother did. He'll tell you that his brother gay. What the hell they got to do with the Bible? If your brother gay, first of all, he ain't got no business telling you about the Bible. Because his ass been casted out. He been banned. And that's just the truth. That's just the truth of it. I didn't make the rules. I just abide by them. I didn't make the law. I just abide by them. I follow them. I agree with them. And I'm not going to go against the law. I fought the law and the law won. Remember that song? I fought the law and the law won. Remember that song? Damn right. You can fight the law all you want, but the law is going to win because it is the law of the land. Jesus told you and told me that you are to adhere to the laws of the land. I don't give a goddamn what you think about them. You don't have to agree with the law. Ignorance of the law is no excuse. Okay? Ignorance of the law is no excuse. If you run a red light and an officer pull you over and you say, well, I thought I could turn on that red light. The officer is going to tell you, well, ignorance of the law is no excuse. And he's going to write that ticket and give it to you. You can say, well, you can run a stop sign. A police officer could pull you over. And you can say, well, I ain't see nobody. So I thought it was okay to run that stop sign. And the officer is going to tell you ignorance of the law is no excuse. So just because you don't know the law, don't mean you can break it. Anybody can come over here. Anybody can come over here. As long as you're not disrespecting my chat, as long as you're not disrespecting my mods, as long as you're not disrespecting me, you can live in my chat. I ain't finna time you out. My mods ain't finna time you out. We on all of us on one accord over here. We are equal opportunities. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We equal opportunities over here. And I say this all the time. If I go to your channel and I'm not welcome, F you and F your channel. I could come over here and talk my ish on my channel. I could come over here and do whatever the hell I want to do on my show. And what I find out is most of the time, the people that's talking that mess, they ain't even got no channel. They on somebody else coattail, timing people out and all that because they got a wrench. Get the boy, get away from me with that mess. That don't fly over here. It don't fly over here. You see, they'll never come over here. I'll invite you over here. I tell you, hey, look, you know what? I can strike up a live whenever I want. My dudes paid up. The price already been paid by me. I can go live whenever the hell I want. I can go live on my laptop. I can go live on my phone. I can go live on my tablet. I can go live wherever I want, whenever I want, however I want, because I paid that price. But these Negroes on somebody else's coattail, on somebody else's channel, and they got a moderator stick, and they feel like, well, you can't come in here. Man, go ahead on with that crap. Come over here then. Since you so bold, since you so brave, since you so patriotic, bring your bold, patriotic ass over here. Philly OG, bring your ass over here. Bro Sanchez, bring your ass over here. Carbonated Crowns or whatever your name is, bring your ass over here. Come on over here, bro. I'll bring you up. I'll drop the link. You can come up over here. And I'm going to give you equal playing field. You can express exactly how you feel right over here. I'll drop the link. You can come up. And we can talk about it. We can talk about it. But don't sit in the chat and hide behind your moderator stick and think you good with me. No, you're not good with me. You a coward. You a fool. And I ain't even trying to, like, all that cursing and all that. I ain't trying to do that no more. You know, I ain't trying to call people bitch ass niggas. I ain't trying to call people puss ass niggas. I ain't trying to call people suck ass niggas. I ain't trying to say that no more. I'm not trying to say that no more. Do you understand what I'm saying? I ain't trying to call you no prissy ass bitch. I ain't trying to say that. But if you acting like that, you could come over here, hit the button. All you got to do is press the button. That's all you got to do. I'll hit the mute button and let you say everything you need to say. And then when you finished, I'll give my commentary. I would give you that respect. But don't hide behind a moderator. You know, a lot of these people will do this. A lot of these people will block you and they'll time you out, right? But now when you try to type, it won't tell you who timed you out. They ain't even got the balls. They ain't even got the guts. They ain't even got the courage to say, yeah, Cook, I timed you out. They can't even say that. Now, if I time you out, I'm going to tell you, yeah, I timed you out because you did this. I'll tell you why I timed you out. These cowards don't even have the balls to tell you, yeah, I timed you out. You know why? I asked. I said, who timed me out? And then I seen the other two people that was in the chat. Philly OG, Bronze, Flat Power God, or whatever he called himself. First of all, Negro, if you call yourself Bronze, Negro, bronze is the cheapest metal. You got gold, you got silver, and then you got bronze. Negro, you calling yourself Bronze Flat Power? Boy, please, grow up. You calling yourself bronze. That's like calling yourself copper. That's like calling yourself brass. Fake gold. That's all bronze is. It's fake. But you won't come over here though. And it figures. You cannot face a man. You can't do that. You know why? Because it takes a man to stand up to a man. A boy ain't got a chance against a man. He ain't got a chance. He ain't got a chance. Boy, you ain't got a chance in hell. You ain't got a chance in heaven against me. You ain't got a chance, bro. You're not on my level. I'm talking about not at all. You can't even admit to the fact that, yeah, I was the one that timed you out. At least, I'll respect that. At least if you said, well, hey, bro, cool, I timed you out. I'll respect that. I promise you I will. I respect it. If you at least admit to the fact that you was the one that timed me out. Because if you time me out, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to unsub from your channel and leave you alone. Because that's all I can do. That's all I can do. And that's all I'm going to do. I'm just going to simply unsub from your channel and leave you alone. And then I'm going to tell my people on my channel, do not sub to Bro Sanchez TV. Do not sub to Philly OG. Do not sub to what's the dude name? Carbonated Crown. Well, he ain't got no channel anyway. But if he had one, don't sub. Do not sub to Bronze Flat Power God or whatever the hell he call himself. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. So you say, well, hey, bro, Cook, that's not biblical. Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, actually, it is biblical. Because the Bible would tell you that when Jesus walked into these neighborhoods, when Jesus walked into these cultures, when Jesus walked into these ideologies, he didn't stay there. He dipped, he left because he was not welcomed. He was not accepted. So he came there, he said what he had to say, and then he left. He would not continue his journey into a culture that did not accept him. He got other stuff to do. See, Jesus did not come for the believers. He came for the sinners. So therefore, you ain't got no business messing around with these sinners. You ain't got no business messing around with them. Leave they ass where they at. If Jesus could not convert those sinners, what in the hell make you think you can? You can't do it either. Just like I can't do it. So why go to a place where you're not accepted? Create your own. Create your own channel. Get your own platform. Get your own audience. Get your own subs. And then speak your piece. You think I need to come on your channel? Negro, please. I don't need to come on your channel. I got my own. You see over here, We ain't playing over here. I went into my block box months ago. I went into my block box and I unblocked everybody. So you're not blocked over here. As a matter of fact, let me do something. Let me drop this link real quick because I'm talking a lot of stuff, you know, and I want to make sure just in case somebody in the bushes, just in case you in the bushes, hit that link. Philly, you in the bushes, hit the link. Bronze, Flat Power God, or whatever your name is, Carbonated Crown, Bro Sanchez, whoever, hit this link and come on up because you did not extend that courtesy to me, but I'll extend that courtesy to you. Instead, you hid behind an avatar. That's what you did. You hid behind an avatar and blocked me. And then when I was able to type again after those 300 seconds, when I was able to type again, I simply said, well, I know you blocked me and I know you blocked me. So time this out. And then I type, I got my own channel. So holla at me. And you can hit this link. It's right there, pinned for everybody. I pinned it right there for everybody to hit it. And I want y'all to understand something. I see everything. And that's something that I was talking about on that channel. The 5 senses. These Negroes had the nerve. I appreciate that, Ice Cold. Appreciate that, Frat. Let me put that up there. Just in case y'all can't hit mine, y'all can hit my Frat. Y'all can hit my Frat link. He posted it right there. This is what I did. What I said is that there is only 5 senses. 5 of them. Nothing exists outside of those 5 senses. Hearing, seeing, feeling, smelling, and tasting. Those are your 5 senses. Nothing exists outside of those 5 senses. There is no 6th sense. It don't exist. So I had a couple of idiots in the chat telling me that, well, there is a 6th sense. So I said, okay, cool. If there is a 6th sense, name it. Just name it. I named the 5. Why you can't name the 6? I named all 5 senses. But you said that there is a 6th sense. So what I said is, okay, name that sense. I still ain't got no answer. I still ain't got no answer. I still ain't got no answer. Well, Cook, it's more than 5 senses. Okay. You say that there is more than 5 senses. All I did was ask one simple question. One. All I did was just ask you, name the other sense. That's it. How easy is that? If I tell somebody, well, you know what, bro? I hear what you're saying. You said it's 5 senses, but I'm telling you that it's more than 5. If somebody say, okay, Cook, tell me what the other ones is, I'm gonna be able to tell you something. I'm gonna be able to say, well, the 6th sense is called this. The 7th sense is called this. The 8th sense is whatever. I will at least be able to present to you what I feel is another sense outside of those 5. But them Negroes couldn't give me nothing. All they did was, oh, look this up. Oh, look that up. Oh, you hard-headed. You need to do your research. You fool. I done already did my research. And I'm telling you that it's 5 of them. So why don't you give me your research? If you're telling me to research something and you arguing with me about what I said, it's not me that has to give the burden of proof. It's you that have to prove it, not me. If I put something out and I say there are only 5 senses and I can prove it, and you say, no, it's more than 5, it's up to you. You have the burden of truth. You have the burden of proof, not me. That's easy. In Freemasonry, we call that light work. It's light work. Bruh, understand something about Brother Cook. Please, please, by all means, understand something about Brother Cook. I know Freemasonry. I know this stuff. I've been in it for over 20 years. I've been walking this walk for over 20 years. You can't tell me nothing about no Freemasonry. I know what the hell I'm talking about. You can't tell me nothing about it. I have reached degrees that most have not. I'm on a plateau that most would never see. I am on a road all by myself that most would never even get the directions to that road. So what is it? What is it? Wait. I take all challenges. I take all questions. All of them are accepted here. You can't come up with a question that's not accepted over here. You can't come up with a comment that's not accepted over here. So bring your whole ass over here. Bring your punk ass over here. I'm going to be respectful. I'm going to let you talk. The link is right there. The link is right there on the screen. All you got to do is hit it. That's it. I'm going to bring you up. I'm going to mute my mic. And I'm going to let you have the floor. And when you done, then I'm going to say what I got to say. I'm going to say what I got to say. And just like I'll let you say what you got to say, please accept me saying what I got to say. And shout out to Nikki Pope. I see she in the chat. Shout out to you, Nikki. Yeah, it is. It's an open debate. I got the link posted on the screen. So if you want to hit the link, you can come on up. Because what I'm talking about is I'm talking about people that got their channels, you know, and when you come up in their chat, either they'll block you or somebody else will block you, and they won't tell you who did it. You know, because when you get blocked, It'll simply say, well, you've been timed out by the channel holder or by a moderator. So it ain't gonna tell you who did it. But I ain't dumb. Not at all. I see who in your chat and I see what they said and I ignored it. And I just simply said what I was saying, which is pertaining, to the subject. When I address you, it's going to be whatever you're talking about. So if you're talking about energy, I'm going to make a comment about energy. I ain't got to agree. You didn't put in your title, you must agree with energy. You must agree with electrons. You must agree with protons in order to hit this link. You didn't put that up there. You said that you wanted to smoke. So when I give you some, I get timed out. Really, Negro? Really? Oh, I got time. I got time tonight. I got as much time as I need. As long as I'm breathing, I got time. I got time. And see, the thing about it is, if I time somebody out, right? Like let's say I timed Aztec out. Let's say Aztec. Let's just say that Aztec was saying something that I didn't agree with, and I timed him out. Now, if I time Aztec out, what he's going to see is a little message. And the message is going to say, you was timed out or you have been timed out by the holder of this channel or a moderator. It ain't going to tell him who timed him out. So let's just say Aztec, after he get done with his 300 seconds, let's say he type in the chat, well, who timed me out? If I timed him out, I'm going to tell him, hey, bro, I was the one that timed you out. But these cowards, they don't even have the balls to tell you I timed you out. They ain't even got the balls to say it. So I typed in the chat, okay, I tell you what, I got my own channel. Come over here. I don't see them yet. If you listening, what, you too much of a pussy to hit my link? Is that what it is? You too much of a coward to hit my link? I'm setting up the ground rules. I'm setting them up. It's easy. It's light work for me. Oh, somebody in the back. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. God damn it. See, some beach, we need to talk because I'm trying to let them up. Hold on a minute. I see you back there, Nikki Pope. I'm trying to hit you. Hold on. Let me try something else. All right. Let's see. There we go. Hey.
Hey,
Hey,
how you doing?
there you go. I was trying to let you up, but I don't know what's going on my screen. But there you go. You live.
Oh yeah, StreamYard be acting crazy sometime. I didn't want to get you out your bag. I just came over here just to, I come in, check in on you every now and then or whatever. Um, but I just happen to like topics like this, so I ain't trying to, get in the middle of nothing. If somebody wanted to come up to debate, please feel free. I'll gladly step down. But I do agree. That's one of my pet peeves too. If you're gonna come on YouTube and you're gonna make a debate and you're gonna call yourself teaching somebody, and again, I don't know who you're speaking about, but if you're gonna bring it to the forefront, you're asking for other people's opinions. Whether you agree with it or not, and YouTube would be a much better place if we all could be adults and just have a conversation and talk about it. To time somebody out just because they said something you don't agree with, to be sends red flags, and like you're not confident in your stance point, because you should be able to debate anybody. But anywho, I did the topic I do find interesting as far as the five senses. And this is something that I have researched myself. They are, and you are absolutely right. There are five senses that are recognized. There are studies to see if we do have more senses, because I, for one, believe that we have devolved instead of evolved as a people. I think a lot of our ancient forefathers probably had more knowledge about the human body than we do. And we're still, learning. So that's why it's good that we have these conversations. But I did want to ask you, even though there may not be names outside of the other five steps, um, when you walk into a room that other people was, let's say two people were in a room and they were having a conversation or whatever, and you walk in and you can feel the tension in the air, would you call that a sense?
Yes. Your feeling is one of the five senses.
Oh,
When you
okay, so you will put
yeah,
that under feeling.
yes. It's when you feel something, whether you feel it physical or if you feel it spiritual, that's one of your senses. One of your senses will go off. And it's just like you said, if you walk into a room and there's two people in that room, you're gonna feel something.
Right.
Like how when you walk into it, just like you said, if you walk into a room and there's two people there, and all
Mm-hmm.
of a sudden they look at you a certain kind of way, and you feel
Right.
like, well, wait a minute, I feel like one of y'all was just talking about me.
Right.
You know
Right.
what I'm
You can
saying?
always tell when somebody was talking about you. Yeah.
Yes, that's a sense. Your feeling is a sense. It's something that'll go off in your mind. It's something that'll
Do you
set
think
it off.
that's do you think that's more spiritual, or do you think that's a physical human trait?
I think it's both. I think it's
Okay.
spiritual and physical because if you really think about it, if two people talking about you and you didn't hear them talking about you in the physical, you won't know whether or not something was said, but your spirit, something that's inside of you, will be telling you, no, they talking about you. It's something.
Right.
It's that voice, that
Or
that little
danger.
voice. Yes, that
Right.
it'll let you
Like
know.
we used to joke, I know in the 90s when Def Jam was out or whatever, one of the biggest running jokes was, us black folks or whatever, we're not going to sit around and figure out what's going on. We'll just up and start running. Don't nobody ask no questions. We have some of us have a higher sense of danger. We can sense that, but would you put that under feeling as well? um have you ever just met somebody and just felt like, nah, that person ain't right, something ain't right about that person, and then kind of find out, they a whole thief, or they didn't have good intentions? Like, would you agree that we can sense intentions on each other?
Yes, yes. And that's one of the reasons why feeling is one of your five senses. And a lot of people don't understand. See, a lot of people think that in order for you to feel something, you got to touch it. Like, it's
Right.
almost as if I say, okay, Nikki Pope, in order for me to feel you, you gotta actually touch me. No, you ain't
Right.
gotta touch me. I can go to your live and listen to some of the stuff you say, and I can feel you. I can feel what you're saying. I can feel what you mean. I don't
Yeah.
have to physically be in your presence or physically touch you
Right. To
in
get a
order to.
sense.
I get a sense of how
Mhm.
you are. I get a sense, just from listening to you, I would get that sense, that feeling. And that is a sense. Feeling is a sense, but it doesn't mean physical. If you get a
Right.
feeling that somebody talking about you didn't have to hear them say nothing about you. But
Mm-hmm.
when you walk in a room and all of a sudden everything changed, looks change, uh uh, your body also would change.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, your
Body
body
language.
is called body language.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why it's called body language, you don't have to say nothing out of your mouth. The way you
Right.
look at me, the way you turn your head, the way you roll your eyes, the way you hunch your shoulders, all that'll let me know. Oh man, yeah, yeah, you talk about me, and I just
Right.
came in here, and now y'all got to switch y'all whole conversation.
Mm-hmm. Looking all uncomfortable.
Oh man, looking real uncomfortable now.
Right. Well, I mean, I'm glad I asked because I would at first I would argue that it's more than five senses, but as you just said, I can see how, even it may be five senses, but it still levels to those senses. Like you said, that would fall under feel, and feeling is just more than physical. I guess, like you said, you can feel somebody's energy just by talking to them or listening to the cadence in their voice and how they present things or whatever. Another question, this might fall under feeling as well, but how about when somebody's staring at you?
Yes, yes,
What would you
you
put
get
that
that.
under?
That's still feelings, because
Mm,
just think about it for a minute, Miss Nikki. Think about it for a second, right?
okay.
Let's say let's just say you in a restaurant and you decided that today you want to treat yourself. So you go to a nice restaurant and you order your food and you just sitting there eating your food. And then you notice that it's another gentleman at another table staring
Mm-hmm.
at you.
Mm-hmm.
So as soon as you pick that up, when you look over there at him, you're gonna say, oh, okay, he's staring at me. I believe he's staring at me because he find me attractive. He want to talk to me. You know, he
Right.
he want me.
Right.
But then again, you might look at him and be like, "Oh man, you look like a predator." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you look like some kind of rapist. Like you I ain't feeling that.
And you
You
know
don't
what?
get that
As a
feeling.
woman, you can get a sense. Sometimes you can tell if somebody's looking at you as though they're interested in you, and then some people do give off that weird, creepy
Mm-hmm.
vibe.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now,
Yeah.
see, let me explain something to you. Now, the reason why I said something about the five senses is because they're not necessarily concrete. They can be physical and they can be spiritual. Your sense of smell, your sense of taste. Now, for example, right? Seeing is a sense,
Right.
but what if you blind?
Hmm.
If you blind, can you see? No. But guess what? You still can pick up on that same feeling or that
Right.
same sense, because you ain't got to be able to see somebody. If you blind, that is a sense that you don't have.
Right.
But what's a scientific fact is that when you lose a sense, the rest of them
Power up.
They heighten, they power up.
Right.
So if you can't see, your sense of smell is on 1,000. Your sense of touch or feeling is on 1,000. You know,
Mm-hmm.
all your sense of tasting, everything else is on 1,000 now to make
Right.
up for that one sense that you lost. So in all actuality, you still is able to see somebody. You just can't see them with your
Your
eyes.
eyes, right. And then, they actually can see pretty well without actually seeing. I have actually witnessed a blind man whoop the dog smack out of a seeing man's eyes that was way bigger than him. But like it was just like he immediately knew when that person got close to him, and he grabbed a hold of his ass and did not let go. Like it was amazing or whatever. But even just being around, I have an uncle that was blind or whatever, and he gets around his house like nobody shit. I can see it and I still bump in the wall sometimes. So I'm just clumsy like that. But yeah, those senses actually they do power up, and it's an amazing thing. And I think those are things that sometimes we ought to pay attention to, because I feel like it's like anything else. You can exercise it. You can heighten those senses. You can make them sharper. I don't necessarily know the blueprint behind it, but I know that there are people that work on those types of things and have extraordinary, or what people would consider extraordinary senses. But anywho, I don't want to kill your show. I just had that question, because I was of the mind frame that there are more than five senses, but I can see how they relate back to the original five. Is still a part of that five, not anything separate. But anywho, just thanks for talking to me. And salute to everybody in the chat. What's up? Good to see y'all.
Yes, Miss Nikki Pope, and know that you are welcome here. I'm sub to your channel. I see every time you make a live, I'm over there looking.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
one of
we
them
be over there
views.
cutting up.
Yes, I'm over there looking. I'm over there listening. You know, and
Well, drop down. I love to have a debate. We ain't just
I
gotta
drop
go on
down.
folks or whatever. Drop down. We'll have a talk. Sure.
I drop
I
down.
love popping it up.
I
But
drop down.
anywho, have a good show. I'll be in the audience.
Okay, sweetheart. Thank you so much for coming up.
Okay, bye.
All right. And I just want to say real quick, once again, thank you so much, Miss Nikki Pope, for coming up. And see, I see a comment from Stranger Danger saying, please don't tell me she's talking about ZX again. All you had to do was hit the link. Stranger Danger, if you want to know whether or not Nikki Pope is talking about ZX, hit the link and ask her. That's all you got to do. It didn't, to me, it didn't sound like she was talking about ZX at all. To me, it seems like she was talking about these five senses. Maybe I missed something. But to me, she came up here out of respect and she wanted to talk about these five senses. Not one time did she mention ZX or nobody else. Now, stranger danger, you can hit this link. It's posted. Hit the link. I can almost guarantee you, if you hit this link and come up here, I can almost guarantee you that Nikki Pope, I can almost guarantee you that she'll hit that link and come up and address you. I can almost guarantee that. Now, I don't know if she's going to do it for sure, but I can almost guarantee you that she's going to come up and she's going to address that. It's easy. And that's what I'm saying. Like, if you got a platform like I do, and you drop the link like how I did, and if you feel, which is one of your five senses, if you feel like somebody is talking about somebody else, all you gotta do is simply hit the link. I'm going to pull you up here. I'm going to pull you up here and I'm going to let you say what you got to say. And if the person that you are addressing, if they want to, say what they got to say, the link that you hit, they also have that same opportunity to hit it. They can hit it and come up and y'all can have a discussion. It's easy. Like it's simple. And I see you comment, Stranger Danger. You said, bro, I'm a Leo. We keep it 100. Well, I'm a Libra. And there's no way you can keep it no more 100 than I can keep it because I'm a scale. My horoscope, my star is actually an air sign. So I keep the balance. I keep it 50-50. You feel what I'm saying? I keep it 50-50. I don't keep it no other way. I keep it balanced. I'm a Libra. I got the scale. I'm going to keep it balanced. So you can't get no more 100 than me. You know what I'm saying? Like, my platform is open to everybody. You can come out the chat and get on the panel. And see, maybe it's something that you don't know, but I've been listening to Nikki Pope. I've been listening to her. I didn't just start listening to her when she went out to ZX. I've been sub to her. You feel me? And she don't make no whole, well, she have made whole streams about ZX, but that ain't the only thing that she done talked about. She done talked about a whole lot of other stuff outside of her. Maybe you need to sub to her channel. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you need to go over to Nikki Pope channel, sub to her channel, and when she go live, listen to what she's saying. She got real powerful people in her family. If I'm not mistaken, she got somebody that sit on I think she got a judge in her family. If I'm not mistaken, like her sister or somebody, a judge. Like this young lady got people. She got, not only is she powerful, but she got powerful people in her family. This lady ain't playing with nobody. She ain't playing with nobody. She ain't playing with y'all. You make a threat to her, you make a threat to her family, you're going to have to deal with it. So I'm just saying, from the most part, if somebody is attacking you, it is your right, along with your privilege, to attack back. And that's just how it is. Nikki has a channel. She ain't got to be on nobody else's panel. She came up here because she wanted to. She got her own show. She got her own platform that she could go on and talk whatever she want to talk. Now, what I was talking about is these cowards that are moderators and these cowards that are in some people chat and they want to challenge you. But then when you say, okay, you want to challenge what I'm saying, come over to my channel, and they won't do it. They'll rather hide behind their avatar. They'll rather hide behind a moderator stick and not come away from around that. No, bro. No, sis. You're not finna get that over here. You see that? You see what she just typed? My aunt was Constance Motley, the first black federal judge. You see that? Now, how do I know that? You know how I know that? Because I'm sub to her channel. When she was talking about the judge and her family, I heard her say it. That's how I know. So to all my people, I'm inviting you to go over to Nikki Pope channel and sub to her. There was a lot of allegations. You know, there was a lot of things that was said that was negative about her. She got sick of it and she went live and she said what she had to say. And I am 100% with that. I'm 100% with it. Whether I agree with what you said or not, that don't matter. The fact that if somebody attacking you, you get your money together, you pay for your StreamYard time, you pay for your YouTube time, and you get your channel, and you are able to speak your piece. That is what I'm talking about. And that's all I'm talking about. As a matter of fact, she even said it when she came up there. When she came up here, she was like, you know what, bro, Cook, I agree with you. You know, people talk all this mess. They hide behind Avatar, they hide behind the moderators. And when you call them out, they won't come out. And I see that all the time. I see it all the time in the black sector, beef sector, or whatever sector it is. I see it all the time. Oh, when you on your channel, you talk big mess. But when somebody call you out on their channel, you won't come up there. Oh, you listening. Don't tell me you ain't listening. Oh, you listening. You know how I know you listening? It's because the next live you make, you'll mention them. Now, how would you know what somebody said about you if you wasn't over there listening? How would you know? If ZX talking about me, you know how I know he talking about me? Because I was over there listening to his channel. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I know if he talking about me because I was over there in his bushes. And I said it then. I'm saying it now. And I'm going to say it tomorrow. That dude, ZX, is always into women business. He always talking about what this woman talking about and what that woman talking about. He is all in women business. Always into women business. What? Negro, please. And if he in the bushes, ZX, if you in my bushes, hit my link. Hit the link. And you can come up here and you can say whatever you want to say. I'll give you the floor. Because I heard when you tried to break down one of my videos. Oh, I heard you. I heard what you said. And you can hit this link. You feel me? This is an open forum over here. A real open forum. Because I hear people saying, like, I'll give you an example, right? I hear people saying, well, if you got a problem, you can hit my link. And in the same sentence, they'll say, they'll look at somebody in their chat and they'll say, you're not welcome here. Now make that make sense. I want you to make that make sense. Now, I just said if you got a problem with me, you can hit my link. And then right after that, somebody will hit my chat. And then I'm going to say, you're not welcome here. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. I tell everybody and anybody who is somebody, you can hit my link and I'm going to let you up. As long as you're respectful to me. Now, when I say respectful to me, I'm talking about my chat as well. Don't come up here with all the cussing and all that stuff. And we can have a conversation. And it's cool. Now, like I said before, I see my chat. It's right here. It's right here on my screen, on my laptop. It's right here on the screen on my tablet. And it's right here on the screen on my phone. I can see the chat. So Stranger Danger says, Cook, wasn't you talking to him behind the scenes? Now you mad. First of all, I don't really think you know what the definition of mad is. Me personally, I'll never be mad. Now I might be angry, or I might be upset, or I might disagree, but I'm never mad. Now, when it come down to talking to him behind the scenes, what I did do with ZX is I sent him a text. And in that text, I told ZX, hey, look, bro, I agree with what you're saying. Like, he was saying that he don't like for people to drag children. I agree with that. So I type in his, I'll send him a text message and say, hey, bro, I agree with that. He'll be talking about politics. I'll shoot him a text and say, hey, bro, yeah, I agree with that. That is how I was communicating with ZX. If he had a live where he was actually talking about something of substance, I text him and I say, yeah, I agree with that. But the last text, he was talking about solar panels. The last time I text ZX, he was talking about solar panels. And he was saying, yo, did you know that, if you did this, you can qualify for solar panels and this, that, and the third. So I text him and I said, hey, bro, I appreciate that. I didn't know that the government would pay you to get solar panels. And this Negro told me not to text him no more. So I was like, okay, cool. I ain't got to text you, but I'm not your enemy. That is what I put. That's what I sent to him. I'm not your enemy, bro. And I ain't texted him since. Negro, you're not that important to me to where I got to text you. You're not that important to me to where I got to listen to your live stream. You're not that important to me to where I got to sub to you. You really don't mean nothing to me. Because really, truly, and honestly, the only problem I ever had with you was the fact that you claimed to be a Freemason and you wasn't. You claimed to go after all these women for a certain reason and it wasn't for that. So that's really the only problem I ever had with you. Really and truly, the only problem I ever had with you was those. And you still claiming to be a Freemason, and you're not. You never answered one question that I asked you about Freemasonry. Never did you answer the question. And then you jumped on the bandwagon. See, what you did was, let me see, what was that lady name? Damn, I can't think of that lady name. But it's a lady that's in your chat, ZX. It's a lady that's in your chat that took a picture with Eastern Star regalia on. She was dressed in that regalia. First, I want to tell you this. Anybody can put on a costume. It don't make them one. Did you understand that? Anybody could put on a white uniform with an Eastern Star crest going across it. That do not make them an Eastern Star. Anybody can take a picture dressed as an Eastern Star. That does not make them an Eastern Star. Anybody can be dressed like a Mason. They can have a hat with the square and compass. They can have on a belt buckle with the square and compass. They can have on a jacket, a shirt, pants, shoes, socks, a banner. Anybody can do that. But that don't make them no Freemason. So you actually was a damn fool when you put that picture of her up there and saying, well, this is my Eastern Star. You actually made a fool out of yourself by doing that. You really made yourself look stupid by doing that. You can go to the Salvation Army. You can go to the thrift store. And another thing that I found out, you could go to any store. Well, no, I ain't going to say any store because a lot of these stores that sell regalia, they won't even let you buy it. Like down here in Atlanta, right? We got a place called the West End Mall. It's on the west side of the city, right off I-20. Right? It's called the West End Mall. There is a regalia shop that's in the West End Mall. And those people that's in that shop, the AKAs, Alphas, Omegas, and Freemasons that work in that regalia shop. So if you come in there and you see a shirt with the square and compass on it, and you want to buy that shirt, when you go to that counter and you put that shirt on the counter, they're going to ask you a question in the West End Mall the last time I went there. Because the last time I went there and I bought some, they asked me a question. And I was like, hallelujah. I'm glad y'all asking. I'm glad can't nobody just come in here and just buy something because they like how it look. You actually have to be a member in order to purchase this stuff. Now, Amazon and all these other things online, that's something else. I ain't got nothing to do with that. And that's what I'm saying. People can go online and purchase whatever they want to buy. Here's the problem. Wait until you run into a real one. You're going to have to take that off. You got to take that off. You have to explain to me why you got that on. See, because when you run across me and you got that square and compass on your head, You got that square and compass on your hand. You got that square and compass around your waist. You got that square and compass on your back. You're going to have to tell me where you got that from. And as soon as you tell me, oh, I bought it from Amazon, I got to get that up out you. As soon as you tell me you ordered that online, I got to get that up out you. As soon as you tell me, well, I saw it, and I liked it. I liked the colors and this, that, and the third, and I wanted to buy it. I got to get that up out of you. The one thing that you're going to have to realize is that when it comes down to this paraphernalia, it is patent and it is incorporated. My babies, my daughters are AKAs. They are authorized to wear Alpha Phi Alpha. Alpha Kappa Alpha. They are authorized to wear Alpha Kappa Alpha Incorporated. They are authorized to wear that. Now, my wife is not a AKA. So just because she see her children wearing that stuff, she cannot go out and buy it and wear it. Even though those are her daughters, and she paid for them to get into the sorority, and she supported it, and this, that, and the third, and blah, 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 whatever. That does not give my wife the right to purchase or to wear Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated paraphernalia. She cannot wear it. Now, even though Freemasonry is the godfather of all fraternities, even though Freemasonry created all the other fraternities, there would be no other fraternity if it was not for the Freemasonic organization. And with that being said, I, as a Freemason, cannot wear Alpha Phi Alpha material. I can't wear Kappa Alpha Psi material. I cannot wear Omega Psi Phi material. I cannot do that because I'm not a member of that fraternity. Now, even though I'm trying to walk with y'all, I'm trying to walk with you. So walk with me. The Freemasonic organization is the oldest and the most ancient of all fraternities. Even though they are the oldest and even though they are the most ancient of all fraternity, it does not give them the right to wear other fraternities' paraphernalia. We do not have that right. If I want to wear Alpha Phi Alpha paraphernalia, I have to be a member. Now, even though I may know about the alphas, even though I was before the alphas, even though I may be able to teach the alphas, that ain't got nothing to do with me sporting their paraphernalia. That belongs to them, and I gotta respect it, period. I gotta respect it, just like they respect me. I ain't getting ready to walk up to no alpha and tell them, hey, bro, look, man, I can wear your stuff. I can do that. Man, are you out your mind? Are you crazy? But them bros, boy, it'll be a war. And I ain't finna start no war like that. I can't walk up to the Kappas and say, hey, man, I'm the father of y'all organization, and I can do this and I can do that. I ain't getting ready to walk up to no Omega and say, yo, hey, I'm the godfather and I did this. Are you out of your mind? Are you crazy? Those brothers established their own fraternity. And I have to respect that. And I will respect it. Just like I expect for them to respect me. I can't tell y'all how many alphas I've initiated. Because I don't know. I can't tell y'all how many Kappas I have initiated. Because I don't know. I can't tell y'all how many Omegas that I have initiated. Because I don't know. But I welcome them. I welcome them. It was an honor for them to join this organization. It was an honor. And they did not have to give up what they had in order to join us. It don't work that way. If you're alpha, if you are a member of Alpha Phi Alpha, if you are a member of Kappa Alpha Psi, if you are a member of Omega Psi Phi, and you want to become a Freemason, we do not ask you to give up your organization to become a part of ours. That is not what we do. That ain't what we do. And you absolutely, you know what? Let me post that. Absolutely, Beach. What about those girls in the conscious community saying that they are Mason? Let me let y'all understand something. No females, no woman is allowed in the Freemasonic organization. It is an organization for men, not for women. Now, if you want to get in the organization, you would enter into our organization as a woman into the Eastern Stars. The Eastern Stars are directly connected to the Freemasons. No woman has no business saying that she is a Mason. Boy, I have my stomach could be hurt laughing at her. And I done heard a lot of people say that. I done heard a lot of women talking about they Masons. A lot of them. And I was like, wow, really? Really, lady? You a Mason? No, no, you're not. No, you're not. We all brothers in this fraternal organization. We are all brothers. And we're supposed to accept each other as brothers. I got a real Alpha Phi Alpha member in my chat. Ice Cold, you see him in my chat. You see that avatar. He ain't playing. I got a real AKA sorority member in my chat. That is my lead moderator. She not playing. When it comes down to these colors, I'm trying to let y'all understand something. When it comes down to these colors, we not playing around. When it comes down to these oaths and obligations, we not, bro, this stuff is serious. Blood, sweat, and tears is what we got to offer you. We're going to offer you blood, sweat, and tears because that is what we had to give up in order to become members. Yeah. Yes. And I hear people, it's something that kind of disturbed me a little bit. Because I hear people like Philly OG that don't know nothing about Freemasonry. I hear people like Bro Sanchez that don't know nothing about Freemasonry. And a lot of other people that don't know nothing about Freemasonry. Yet they on their platform telling people about what we do and what we stand for. What the hell is that? Really, Negro? You can't tell me nothing about Freemasonry. As a matter of fact, you can't even tell me what Freemasonry means. I simply ask you, what does Freemasonry means? And you know what you're going to give me? You're going to type in Freemasonry into your search engine, and that is what you're going to tell me. And I know what you're going to say. You know why? Because we were the ones that put that online. Are you stupid? Are you stupid? Who do you think put that online? How many times am I going to have to tell y'all? Google, StreamYard, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, all these social media platforms, who do you think run them? Who do you think run these platforms? Boy, I don't know what y'all thinking about. Some of y'all, I just don't. I really don't know what y'all be thinking about. There is a method to our madness. If you go, you know what? I'm gonna show it to you. I'm gonna prove it to you. I'm gonna prove it to you right now. This is what I'm gonna do. Type in Freemasonry. Okay? Just Google Freemasonry. I'm gonna prove it to you. If you type in Freemasonry into your Google search engine, this is what it says. Number one, the system and institution of the Freemasons. That is not what Freemason means. Number two, instinctive sympathy or fellow feeling between two people with something in common. The unshakable Freemasonry of actors in a crisis. That is not what Freemasonry is. That's not what it means. Oh, wait a minute. You want me to give you something else? Okay, I'll give you something else. This is another thing that Google put out. Freemasonry, the teachings and practices of the fraternal men only order of free and accepted Masons, the largest worldwide secret society, an oath-bound society, often devoted to fellowship, moral discipline, and mutual assistance that conceals at least some of its rituals. That is not what Freemasonry means. It don't mean that. I'm talking about not at all. Not at all. We have three basic principles. Three. And if a Freemason asks another Freemason what is Freemasonry, they are going to give them three answers, three principles. And none of them were named in nothing that I just read. None of them was in nothing that I just read. I'm trying to let y'all know this is a game, a very serious game, and the game is called chess. You know why Freemasons have a black and white checkerboard floor? Because this is chess, not checkers. It is a checkered board, but it is chess players. You got to understand that. You got to understand it. This stuff is ancient. It's more ancient than the Egyptians. It's more ancient than the Aztecs. It's more ancient than the Mayans. This stuff goes back to the beginning of time itself. It reaches far beyond my reach. Even though I'm at the top of my game, I'm not close to the architect of the universe. I ain't even close to the architect of the universe. Now I believe in him. I know he exists, but I'm not even close to him. And I've been in this thing over 20 years. But at least I know what I'm talking about. When I talk about something, I know what the hell I'm talking about. Freemasons, AKAs, Alpha Phi Alpha, Kappa Alpha Sigma, Omega Psi Phi, Sigma Theta Beta, whatever it is. These people have been in politics since there was a politician. These people been making laws since there was a law. These people been doing this stuff since you could do this stuff. They've been doing it. And unless you are a member You simply don't know. I didn't make it that way. I didn't make it that way. I ain't make it that way. I didn't make the rule. I just follow it. I did not make the law. I just follow it. Now, let's address something real quick. Because, like I said, I see the chat. Okay. Now, let's see. There's somebody in my chat called Free Piggy Pearls. Now, obviously, that's a troll page. That's obvious. But Free Piggy Pearls say, are you going to, let me go back up here. Are you going to keep your word and release Kimmy's text messages? Perhaps you need to go back and look at some of my lives. I done already told you, Free Piggy Pearls, and whoever else, I'm not with that no more. I ain't with that no more. I ain't with that. I don't give a damn about what Kimmy doing. I don't give a damn about none of that stuff. That stuff is old, it's over with. I done already said what I was gonna say about that lady. I done already mentioned the fact that she be lying. I done already did that. Okay? So don't keep asking me about, nothing about Kimmy. I don't care nothing about what she doing over there. I done already addressed that. I ain't finna relive it. If you want to relive it, go back, look at my channel, go back through my videos, and listen to what I said before about that. There have been texts that was put out on people platforms about what she said. Maybe you didn't see that. But I already said what I had to say about that. I'm not all that beefing and all that stuff. The only beef that I like is a nice, ribeye steak. That's the beef that I like. The beef that I like is a nice T-bone steak. That's the beef that I like. A nice, thick, juicy hamburger that's medium well. That's the kind of beef I like. Any other kind of beef, I ain't with that. I'm done with all that. I'm done with that. I'm finished with that. My people was sick and tired of the stuff that I was doing. And they wanted me to come back to what I'm talking about now. So if you're going to ask me anything about what Kimmy doing and text and all that, you're in the wrong place, bro. Or sis, or whoever you are. You're in the wrong place. I don't give a damn about what she doing. Far as I'm concerned, I never had a conversation with her. And that's the end of that. Her and anybody else she connected to. And I'm done with that. I ain't with all that bull. I'm not with that no more. Over here, We talking real stuff. Over here, we got credentials. I ain't got to send you no phone number to prove who I am. I got degrees to prove who I am. I don't have to tell you, hey, bro, you don't think I'm a Freemason? Well, call this number. I don't got to do that. I ain't finna give you no number in order to back up who the hell I am. I'm going to tell you who I am. You don't believe me? I'm going to show you these credentials. You don't believe that? Then get the hell out of here. Because I truly, honestly, I ain't got to prove nothing to nobody, but I will. I'll back up whatever I got to say. No problem. You said thank you for responding. No problem. But what I'm not going to do is see your whole avatar, free piggy pearls. See, that right there is an insult. Y'all calling that lady Piggy, Miss Piggy, and all that. That's an insult. I'm not finna insult that lady like that. I don't care if she lied or not. You see, the difference between somebody who's true to what they say and who's fake to what they say, somebody who's true to what they say, they're going to stand on it and they will not waver. So when I stand on my square, can't nobody or no thing take me off of my goddamn square. I don't have to insult nobody. I ain't got to call Kimmy no piggy. I ain't got to call her none of that. I just simply say, go away. And that's the end of it. There is a such thing as redemption. There is a such thing as forgiveness. If you want that, you're in the right place. If you want redemption, if you want forgiveness, you're in the right place. But don't take that, please don't take my kindness for weakness. Please don't do that. Don't do that. Don't take my kindness for weakness. Because by all means, Brother Cook ain't weak at all. So don't take my kindness for a weakness. I'm simply saying that I don't have to have beef with nobody. You go on and do what you're going to do. Go on and say what you're going to say. I'll leave you with that. See, when I say I'm going to leave you alone, I mean it. I really mean it. And over here on this channel, on this platform, you're going to get the truth, whether you like it or not. You're going to get the truth. That's what you're going to get over here. You ain't finna get no whole lot of bull. You ain't finna get no whole lot of, all that messy talk and all that mess and all that gossip. If you want gossip, go to ZX channel. You're going to get plenty of it over there. Or go to some of these other streams where they dogging each other out and doing all that kind of stuff. It's a lot of them. You got ZX, you got who else? Kwani, Cookie Monster. You got a bunch of them. All they do is dog each other out. Talk shit about each other. There's plenty of platforms that you could go on that you can get that. But you're not finna get it over here. Jay Wilson, that's another one. Always gossiping and smacking his lips and rolling his neck and all that. If you want that, go over there. But you're not finna get that here. You're not finna get that here. You're not finna hear me cussing nobody out. Now, I might call you a fool, but let's look up the definition of what a fool is. Yeah, let's do that. Fool, a person who acts unwisely or imprudently, a silly person. Okay? That's what a fool is. I'm not cursing you out when I call you a fool. So let's look up dummy. Let's just say I call you a dummy, because I do that quite a bit. Let's look up dummy. A model or replica of a human being, something designed to resemble and serve as a substitute for the real or usual thing, a counterfeit or sham. Is that cursing you out if I call you a dummy? I call people fools. I call people dummies. Oh, I also call people stupid. So let's look up what stupid means, because I want to put this stuff in context. Stupid, having or showing a great lack of intelligence or common sense. See that? I'm not cursing you if I think that you display having or showing a great lack of intelligence or common sense. That ain't cussing you out. If I call you a fool, that's not cussing you out. If I call you ignorant, that's not cussing you out. I'm not here to call you out of your name. I'm not here to curse your children. I'm not here to curse your dead relative. You're not going to get that here. Now, the people that I named ZX, I named Cookie Monster, I named quite a few people. The reason why I named them is because when I go to their channels, that's all I hear. Is them dragging people and cussing people out. That's all I hear when I go over there. Now, maybe y'all hear something else, but that's what I hear. And I'm not with that. Now, if you say something about me, chances are I'm going to respond to it. Chances are I'm going to respond to it. Just like the last, if I'm not mistaken, the last thing I responded to is when Jay Wilson had the nerve to open up his mouth and say something about the relationship that I got between me and my wife. I addressed that very firmly. I addressed it very firmly. Bro, you ain't got no business talking about my wife and myself. Number one, my wife and myself, we married, fool. A man and a woman is under a marriage, matrimony. There is no matrimony between a woman and a woman. Ain't no matrimony between a man and a man. So you ain't got no business opening up your mouth to say a goddamn thing about my marriage, because you're not married, fool. You gay. You're homosexual. And that's your business. That's your business. If that's what you are, I ain't got nothing to do with that. But keep my name and my wife's name and my marriage out of your mouth, because you don't have no authority there. See now, Beach is a married woman. Beach has a family. So if Beach was to say something about my marriage, she has that right because she's married and she has a family. So if she disagree with what I'm saying, she has a right to disagree. And guess what? I'm gonna listen to it. I'm gonna say, "Damn, sis, um, okay, what you say? All right, let me think about that. Let me talk to my wife about that because maybe we doing something wrong. If you notice something that we doing something wrong and you called it out, maybe we are doing something wrong because you have that right because you actually married to a man." And see, there's a lot of terms that are considered derogatory towards same gender loving people that I'm not going to mention. Well, bro, cool. Let me ask you something. Uh, why won't you mention them? Well, because it ain't no need to. You know what they are. I don't need to strike down a same gender loving person. I don't need to do that. That's God's job. Just like God struck them down in the Bible, He gonna strike them down again. I don't need to do. It's not my job to strike down a same gender loving person. That ain't my job. We all have our own personalities. We all have our own ideologies. We all have our own way of thinking and our own way of living. I got mine. You got yours. Who am I to infringe on your right to be able to live how you see fit, to be able to date who you feel like you need to date, to be able to be with who you feel like you need to be with? That ain't got nothing to do with me, and I don't give a damn. But don't mention me and what I'm doing. Don't mention my wife. Don't mention my name or her name. Leave that alone. I ain't gotta attack you. That ain't my job. But I will tell you this though. You know what I will tell you? I'll tell you this. There was a song by Jay-Z, right? And Jay-Z said, I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. Understand that. Jay-Z said, I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. So you know what that means? That means that out of 100 problems, he only got 99 because a bitch ain't his problem. So, in other words, a bitch ain't got nothing to do with him because that's not his problem. But if it was his problem, it will forever be his problem until he deal with it. See, the message I want to get to y'all same gender loving people, if you are a same gender loving person, you are always, and I want you to listen to me very carefully, because if YouTube strike the channel, go ahead and strike it. If StreamYard strike the channel, go ahead and strike it. But while I am able to say what I'm saying, I'm going to say what I feel. If you are a same gender loving person, that will always and forever be a problem to you. Until you do what is right, you always gonna have that problem. Do you understand what I'm saying? If a man have relations with another man, that is not what you're supposed to do. I didn't make the law, but it is one. I didn't make the rules, but it is one. And until you fix that, you are always going to have problems. And you ain't going to be able to get around it. You're going to have to protect it. You're going to have to defend it. You're going to always have to say, well, I ain't worried about them and I ain't worried about that. You're going to hide it. You know how they say, well, people got to come out the closet. What you in the closet for? You ashamed. That's why you in the closet. You know how they tell people, look, man, if you gay, come out the closet. Why do they say that? Why are you in a closet hiding? Because you know goddamn well that ain't what you're supposed to be doing. That's why you hiding in the beginning. And you're going to always have that problem. You are going to forever have that problem until you get rid of it. I didn't make that law. I didn't make that rule. But God damn it, I abide by it. See, I ain't never been ashamed of my wife. I ain't never got to go in a closet or be in a closet with my wife because a man's place is with a woman and a woman's place is with a man, period. Now, you could try to dress it up all you want. Transgenders, let me tell y'all something. You can pretend to be, if you're a man, you can pretend to be a woman all you want. It does not change the fact that you are a goddamn man. To my women out there, my transgender women who's pretending to be a man, you can pretend all you want, but it does not change the fact that you are a goddamn woman. You can't change that. You could take hormone shots. You could get physical therapy. You could get a facelift, face change. You could do whatever you want. And it would not replace the fact that you are a man trying to be a woman, or you are a woman trying to be a man. And you can try all you want. It still would not reflect the fact that you are what you were born to be. Period. Now argue with that. Don't argue with me. Argue with that. It had to be said, and God damn it, I said it. And if you don't like it, the link is posted. This stuff got to be said because far too many of us are getting away with it, and I'm sick of it. Far too many of us are living a life that we ain't got no business living, and you wonder why people hate each other. You wonder why people on live dragging each other all the time. A lot of y'all single women on here just dragging. Showing pictures of people, showing pictures of their family. What's wrong with you? You that hurt? Really? You that hurt? Let me let me tell you something about people. Okay? Let me explain some. Hold on. I'm getting ready to tell y'all about people. Let me tell y'all about people. You see, when people are happy with what they got going on and they living the way they supposed to be living and they doing what they supposed to be doing, you ain't even finna act like that. Let me tell you something about men. See, when a man finds a good woman, and this biblical, when a man finds a good woman, oh, he done found the key to life. When a woman finds a good man, oh, she done found the key to life. You know why it says that? Because y'all gonna balance each other out. You ain't got time to be dogging nobody out. Like, you ain't got time for that. Now, granted, take it with a grain of salt. If somebody attack you, then you got every right to attack back. If somebody attacks your character, you got every right to attack back. If somebody call you a liar, you got every right to tell them that you ain't lying. I ain't talking about that. What I'm talking about is a man and a woman that's happy with their relationship. They're gonna act different. They're gonna act a certain way. You see, one thing that my wife told me when I was going back and forth with some of these fools online, one thing my wife told me is she asked a simple question. She said, "Babe, why you keep going back and forth with these people online? Why you keep, cussing and you going back and forth and it, it seemed like it almost seemed like you unhappy. Are you unhappy?" And I was like, well, yeah, I'm unhappy with what they said. And she said, "No, I didn't ask you, was you unhappy about what they said? I asked you, was you unhappy, period." And then I had to check myself. And I was like, yeah, you're right. I'm not unhappy. I'm very happy. Like I got my wife love me, my children love me. I got my own bit. Like I'm financially stable. Like I don't got no reason to be unhappy. So why in the hell am I acting like I'm unhappy? And I noticed that about most of these people that are online dragging the hell out of people. They ain't got no husband. The women ain't got no husband. The men ain't got no woman, ain't got no wife. That's why they doing that. Okay, I tell you what. Let's get to naming some people. Y'all want to name some people? Let's get to doing it. Who married? That's out here doing this bullshit. I'll wait. Who married that's out here really doing this bullshit? Where they at? ZX been dragging women since forever. That Negro ain't married at all. I don't even think he ever been married. That figures, right? It figures. Who else ain't married? Who else ain't got a good woman or a good man in their life? Where they at? Let's keep going. Who else got a good man in their life? Because they'll tell you that they ain't got no man. They'll tell it to you. Oh, I'm in here taking care of my house by myself. I'm taking care of my children by myself. They'll tell you that they doing this stuff by themselves. Now, that's not my problem. My problem ain't the fact that they doing it by themselves. My problem is they not happy. That's why they dragging people. That's why they doing all this stupid shit. That's why they doing it, because they not happy. They ain't got no love in their life. Yeah, your children might love you, but your children not gonna love you how your husband gonna love you. Your children not gonna love you how your wife gonna love you. Your children cannot offer you what your man or what your woman can offer you. You ain't got that. So you come online and you express all that hurt. You come online and you express all that soulless, insensitive, detrimental bullshit. That's what you do. Because that's all you got. That's all you got. Now you mention my name, I'm gonna mention yours. It's fair. The difference is I'm married and been married. 26 years, bro. 26 years I got on the books. How many years you got? Ask some of them. Ask them. You ain't got to believe me. The next time you hear ZX dragging women, ask that Negro, do he got a woman? The next time you hear Cookie Monster dragging men and dragging women, ask her, do she got a man in her life? The next time you hear Tracy dragging men and dragging women, any of them, I don't give a damn who you are. Ask them, do they got a man in their life? Ask them, are they married? Ask them, are they happy with themselves? And see what they tell you. I'll wait. They miserable. And misery loves company. And I ain't got nothing for you. I ain't got nothing for you. All these women jumping up online. I was just on, you know what? Beach had a live today. And I was looking at her live. Not one time was she on there dragging people. Not one time was she on there cussing out people. Not one time was she up there doxing people, dogging out children, dogging out dead relatives. Not one time was she doing that. You know why? Because she got a husband that love her. She got a husband that she love. She ain't got no business on here doing all that dumb shit. She on her live telling you about how she get her nails done, how she get her hair done, how she get her feet done, how she living her life, how well her children doing in school, how she riding around in a new Cadillac. She ain't got time for all that dumb shit. But it's a whole lot of y'all. That's all y'all got time for. It's the dumb shit. Oh, I listen. I'm in the bushes. You think I'm not? Funny how, you know what? Stranger danger. Let me tell you something. You mentioned something about Kimmy earlier, right? Tell me when the last time you seen Kimmy go live and talk about who she with. Nobody. When the last time you heard her talk about her boyfriend? Not never. When the last time you heard her talk about a potential husband? Not never. She ain't got time. But what she do got time is to talk about a list that's dogging people out. But what she do got time is to talk about who did this and who over there and who over here and who ain't doing this and who ain't saying this and who was on this panel and who was on that panel. What the hell is going on? When people gonna come up here on live and start giving some good shit to say? When people gonna start going live and start saying, hey, look, check this out. If you're not financially stable, I have an organization that can help you with that. When people gonna start doing that? When people gonna start having counseling sessions on live? Well, if you can't seem to get your wife to do this, why don't you try this? If you can't seem to get your husband to do that, if your man is ignoring you, if your wife won't do what you ask her to do, if your children don't seem to want to go to school and they want to listen and you got to punish them, when people gonna start talking about that? When are people gonna start actually talking about something of substance? Now, don't get me wrong. Please don't get me wrong. I got a few more minutes, so let me say this. Please don't get me wrong. There's a time and a place for everything. It's a time and a place for everything. If somebody is online and they dogging you out, you got every right to respond. But do you have to do that every time you go live, though? What the hell wrong with you? You unhappy. That's what's wrong with you. If somebody got something nasty to say about me to where I feel like I need to address it, I'm going to address it and then I'm going to keep it moving. I do not have to go live and every time I go live, I'm dogging people out. You know why I would do that? The only reason why I would do that is because I'm unhappy. Because I ain't happy. But see, unfortunately for some of y'all, I'm very, very, very happy. I love my wife, boy. The only person that I love more than my wife is God. The only person that I love more than my children is God. God is the only person, the only entity that I put before my wife and my children. And that's spiritual. That's it. I got enough love to where I could give y'all some of it. You want some love? I'll give you some. Maybe you need some. Because every time I hear you online, I don't hear no love. All I hear is detriment. All I hear is pain. All I hear is deceit. All I hear is judgment. All I hear is doxing. All I hear is you talking about your kid didn't have this, your child didn't have that, your dead relative. That's what I hear. And y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. You really should. You should be ashamed of yourself. What would make you, let me ask you something. What would make you want to show up at somebody's house because they cussed you out online and you want to show up at their house? What would make you want to, what would possess you? Because you got to be possessed. Like literally, you got to be possessed by some sort of obscene entity that you want to actually show up and knock on somebody's door because they called you a bitch online. Because they said a word to you. Because somebody actually spoke to you online. And you want to show up at their house. What the heck? Let me tell y'all something. Please, don't ever show up at my house. I beg you, please. Don't knock at my door. Please don't do that. I'm begging you, please. If you don't like my comments, do me a favor. Just unsub from my channel and never come around here again. Never come to my channel again if you don't like my comments. But please, for my sake and your sake, do not come to my neighborhood and do not come to my door. Please don't do that. I'm begging you. Just because I call you a bitch, or just because I call you a sucker, or a punk, or an idiot, or a dummy, or ignorant, just because I say that to you online, please do not come to my house. Please don't do that. Now, see, I'm not the one to tell you what's going to happen if you come to my house. I'm not the one to tell you that. But I am the one to tell you or to ask you politely and kindly, as polite and as kind as I can say it. Please, I beg of you, do not ever come to my house uninvited. If I invite you to my house, you're more than welcome to come. And the people that are more than welcome to my house, they already know who they are. You see, this beach is better or beachy is more than welcome to come to my home. She don't have to announce it. She could just show up. She's welcome here. People like Ice Cold, they don't have to announce that they're coming to my home. They welcome to my home. People like Brother Stevens do not have to announce that they coming to my home. They welcome here. People like Brandon Fleming, my brother, He do not have to announce that he's coming to my home. He could just show up. And there may or may not be just one or two more people online that does not have to announce that they coming to my house. They could just show up. And see, the people that do not have to announce, I talk to them offline. They got my phone number. If you don't have my phone number, you ain't got no business coming to my house. If you have not spoken to my wife, you ain't got no business coming to my house. If you ain't spoken to my children, if my wife and my children don't know you, you ain't got no business coming to my house unannounced. You're not invited. So please, people, I beg of you, do not ever come to my home uninvited. And I see people online, on camera, showing up to people's houses unannounced, showing up at people's houses with the intent to harm them. I see that online. And I don't understand, why would you put yourself in danger like that? Why would you jeopardize your life like that? You mean to tell me that you are willing to jeopardize your life or your freedom just because somebody made a comment to you online? They using words on a platform. So all you got to do is get you a platform and use your words on the platform. Easy fix. But you mean to tell me you so unhappy with yourself, you so lonely, you so distraught with yourself, till you will allow somebody to make you, force you to actually come to somebody's house unannounced, uninvited, with the sole intent on harming them. You stupid fool. You stupid fool. Most of y'all, and when I say most, I'm talking about, I give you 2%. 98% of the people that's online barking, talking about how tough they are, talking about they'll pull up on you, talking about they'll slap the shit out of you, talking about they'll do this and do that. 98% of them will not do none of that. Real G's move in silence, always have and always will. See, a real gangster, a real mobster, a real man, or a real woman will never tell you what they are going to do. Because if you announce what you're going to do, you've already lost. You have already given the enemy all the ammunition that they need to defeat you. If I tell you, look, man, the next time I see you, boy, I'm going to get that ass. If I tell you that, You already prepared for me. As a matter of fact, you more prepared than I am because you already know that I'm looking for you. So you done already added up. You already got your weapons. You already got your people. You already got everything in place. So if ever you run into that person, it's going down right there. Especially if you see them before they see you. See, real G's don't do that. Real women don't do that. Real men simply don't do that. If ever I want to cause harm to anyone, I will never announce it. I'm not finna tell you what I'm gonna do. I ain't finna tell you, you better not never come to Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Cause you come to Atlanta, boy, I'm a bit. No, I'm not finna say that. Mm-mm. No, I'm not finna say, man, shit. If I ever catch you in my neighborhood, come, come down here, come to my city, and if I see you in my city, no, no, I'm not finna say that. Uh-uh. Why would I tell you what I'm gonna do to you? If I tell you what I'm gonna do, I have just literally given you the blueprint. I just laid out everything. Really? Do you think that the United States actually announced that they're going to invade someplace? By the time you hear it on the news, they've been over there 3 weeks already. Are you kidding? When you turn on the news and you see the United States invaded Iraq, by the time you see that on the news, man, them folks been over there 6 months already. When they tell you the United States have captured and killed Saddam Hussein, bro, by the time they tell you that, that man been dead and captured 6 months ago. let me tell, let me tell, let me tell y'all something, man. By the time you see this stuff on the news, it's old. I don't. What part of that y'all don't understand? It been happened. When they show you pictures on the news, you turn on CNN, right? And you see where United States forces have invaded Iraq, and they have taken control of the central bureaucracy. Bro, by the time you see that, if you notice, you don't see no timestamps. You know why you don't see no timestamps? Because it ain't live. You know why it ain't live coverage? Because it happened 6 months ago. It already happened. By the time we get the news, it done already happened. When you look at the news and you see that man with the little suit and tie on, or that lady with, that's dressed up, and you look at the background and it looked like, you know, they sitting right in front of the White House, that's called a green screen, people. It's not real, it's fake. They not really sitting out there. Them people are not really standing out there. Are you out of your mind? It's called a green screen. They not out there. When you see a newsman and it looked like he's standing on the beach and it's hurricane winds blowing at 200-300 miles an hour, and the waves are damn 30 foot, 40 foot high. Do you really think that man is standing out there on that beach? You really think that? Do you really think that? Do you really think that that man is putting his life in danger just to report the news? Do you really think that? People, please wake up. No, they not standing out there. They got a fan that's blowing on them. They got all this equipment that make it look like it's raining on them. Them people ain't standing out there. Are y'all out of y'all mind? Are you really out of your mind? Do you know how much journalists get paid? Them people getting paid. Some of them people getting paid $200,000-$300,000 a year. You think that they're gonna be out there risking their life just to report the news? Come on, people. You gotta think. Turn your brain on. Turn on your brain. Let me ask y'all something, and it's a serious question. And then I'm gonna get ready to close out. For real. For real. I'm serious this time. Let me pose a question. Okay. Trump, your ex-president, paid a visit right here in Atlanta, Georgia. Okay. He visited the Democrats, the Republicans, and the conservatives right here in Atlanta, Georgia. Now, once he got in downtown Atlanta, on Peachtree Street in downtown Atlanta, the news was covering it. They showed the barricade, because he was in a limousine and there was a barricade of police officers and the Secret Service and the CIA, all these people, right? I want you to ask yourself one thing. Did you see Trump get out of that car? Did you see him get in it? Now, he came into the city. They showed that. And then he left out the city going towards the airport. They showed that. So let me ask you something again. Did you see the ex-president get in that car and drive to the airport? Did you see it? Did they show that on the news? No, they did not. You know why? Because that barricade that you saw on the news, the president was not in that barricade. He was in another one. And by the time they showed you that barricade, the president was already back in Washington, D.C. Do you understand that? By the time they say that the president has gotten back in his vehicle, when the news tell you the president is now in his vehicle and he's headed to the airport, and they actually show you the barricade, when they show you that on the news, the president is not only already back in Washington, D.C., chances are he get ready to go to bed. Chances are he got on his Drew Barrymore robe and his, he got his little smoking pipe and he get ready to go to bed. But they showing you a barricade going to the airport and you believed it. You believe that. And it's cool. Trust me. I'm not, listen, let me tell you something. I was like that too. At one point in time, I was the same way. I was naive. I was the same way. I used to be like, damn, well, they need to have more people. I used to be like, damn, I hope you don't get shot. I used to be like, I hope it's enough people, to protect him. Cause they got the cameras and all that out there. I'm thinking, I hope it ain't no sniper. That's what I'm thinking. I was thinking the same thing y'all thinking. Until I found out the truth. And the truth is, by the time they show you a barricade headed to the airport, that man has been where he was going to be hours ago. I would say as far as 8 to 12 hours. He has already been where he was going to be between 8 and 12 hours before they show you where he at. When they show you where he at, when they show you where he is at, he is actually where he is at and been there for 8 to 12 hours. He been in the White House. He been in Washington, D.C. He been there for at least 8 to 12 hours. And they just not telling you that the barricade is leaving the Marriott Marquis Hotel. The president is now entering into the car and he's now headed to Hartfield. Really, people? And y'all follow that? Do you really think that these right facts, right, Beach, right? Do you really think that these people are going to tell you that the most important person in these United States, do you really think that they're going to tell you that he's headed east? Do you really think they're going to tell you that? And if they tell you he headed east, do you really think you're going to be able to follow him? Go ahead and try and see what happens. Do you really think that they're going to tell you that the president is traveling northbound? Do you really think that the news people going to tell you that? And if they tell you that, do you really think that he's really traveling north? No, he's not. Now, it might be somebody sitting in that car, but it ain't him. He not in there. Do you think that these people are actually going to tell you publicly for anybody, any assassin, any sniper? Do you think they're going to actually tell you where the president of the United States is going? Do you really think they're going to tell you that? I hope you don't. I really hope you don't think that. Because they're not gonna do it. They never have, and they never will. Don't work that way. You see, there is certain information that is not meant for the public. It's not meant for the public. And it will never be shared with the public. You know why? Because the public is not ready for it. When certain information get released to the public, do you know what happens? When certain information that don't supposed to be shared with the public gets out to the public, you know what happens? Riots. That's what happens. Looting. That's what happens. Pillaging. That's what happens. You see, the public is not prepared to handle all information. They're not prepared for it. They're not. That's why you won't get it. Now you can call it what you want. You can say that they deceiving you. You can say that they lying. You can say whatever you want. It doesn't matter what you say. What matters is, did you get the information? No, you did not. And you never will. The only way you'll get that information is when you actually join that organization. Now, when you join that organization, you'll get the information. And when you get the information, I bet you won't tell nobody else. I bet you won't. I bet you when you join that organization, you're not a part of the public no more. Once you get that information, you are not a part of the public anymore. See, Brother Cook, I am not a part of the public. I am a part of a private organization. Private. I am not a part of the public. I am a part of the private. But yet I can go public as long as I do not relay any private information, in which I would never relay any private information. So therefore, I will remain private and not public. Because the very moment that I relay or I display any private information to the public, then I become a part of the public. And I'll never do that. So I can give you information all day, but everything that I give you, you can look up and find it for yourself. I will only give you public information. I will never, and let me say it again before I dip, I would never give anyone private information unless you are a member. And if you are a member, I ain't even got to give you no information because you already got it. Anyway, let me get up out of here, man. It's I've been on way too long, almost 3 hours. So let me go back up real quick and shout people out. Let me shout out Nikki Pope because she came up here and graced the stage. You know, Aztec, what up, bro? Chucky, What's going on with you, stranger danger? What's up? Glad you showed up. Glad you was active in my chat. The Sage, how you doing? Stacy, how you doing? Let's see. Queen of Jokey, what's up, baby girl? Of course, This Beach is Better was in here. Let me see. Dust to Dawn, Instacart Shopper was good. Glad you showed up. Meow Meow, thank you for showing up. Rhonda Edwards, thank you for showing up. Big O came through. All right, Big O, thank you for showing up. Let's see who else. Let me keep going. Ice Cold, what up, Frat? I knew you was gonna be in here. Sir Drop TV, what's good with you? Glad you slid through. Okay, let me keep going. James Kill came through. What up? Glad you showed up. I'm scrolling. It was a lot of people. It was quite a few of y'all. I don't know if I shouted out Stacy, but thank you, Stacy, for coming through. Let's see. I already shouted out Nikki Pope. She was on the panel. Thank you, Nikki Pope. Get a Life came through. I ain't seen Get a Life in a minute. Glad you showed up. Let's see. I think that's it. I'm still scrolling. Make sure I ain't forget nobody. Man, there was a lot of comments over here. I got to start paying attention to the comments a little bit more. So I apologize to y'all. Oh, Shady Tales. Shady Tales was in here. Appreciate you showing up. Yeah, I got to start. You know what? I apologize to y'all. I'm going to start paying more attention to my chat, and addressing it a little bit more. Because y'all was quite active in the chat, and I appreciate that. Oh, free piggy pearls. Thank you for coming through anyway and showing your support. Thank you for that. And I think, dang, it's a lot of comments over here. But I thank you for showing up. Let me see. I'm just trying to make sure I didn't forget nobody. Yeah, that's it. So thank y'all so much, for coming through. And don't forget, I still got some more stuff I'm gonna talk about. I'm gonna still break down some more of these artists. Rick Ross, Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, DJ Khaled, and a few others, Drake, and a few other people. I still got some more songs that is giving y'all these messages. That I'm gonna break down. The 444. You got one that's 444, you got one that's 333, you got one that's 999. So don't worry about it. I'm gonna break it down for you, in one of these lives that I'm gonna have coming up. But anyway, thank y'all so much for showing up. I appreciate it. But I'm finna go on up here and lay it down. I've kind of been up all night. But thank y'all so much. Special shout out again to Nikki Pope for coming up. Thank you, sis, for coming up. You're more than welcome. Thank you, Beach, for being my lead mod and always keeping stuff together. Thank you. Thank you for everybody that's showing up. Thank y'all for, being active in the chat. Thank y'all so much. And I guess I'll say, may God bless you. May God bless you. And may God bless your family. And just know that we can help each other more than we can hurt each other. Let me say that again. Just know that we can actually help each other way more than we can hurt each other. And I think that's what we need to start doing. We need to start helping each other more than we hurt each other. Yeah, and Beach, right. I'm gonna hit you up sometime tomorrow so I can, start because I want to put some mods in here. I got to mod up Chucky. I got to mod up a Jokey. I want to mod up Nikki Pope. I want to add some mods in here because I think some of these people deserve it. You know what I'm saying? I think that they got good platforms, and plus that they come over here and support me, and I want to support people that support me. If you don't come over here, and be in my chat. Even you ain't gotta be in here every time, but come up sometime. And this ain't the first time these people been in my chat. They support me. And I know that they look at my channel, so they give me the view. And every now and then they drop down. And I wanna show my appreciation. So Beach, I'm gonna holler at you sometime tomorrow so we can get on this moderator stick and I can start minding people up. But anyway, thank y'all so much. I love y'all. I genuinely love y'all. And I pray, it is my prayer that God bless not only you, but bless your family as well.